I want to share an incident with you that took place that kind of highlights how children think, which kind of surprised me. Okay? And remember, this is from a first-time father, so I'm still learning. So, you know, see, as a married couple now, there are always these small, silly ups and downs. And the silly things are like, the toothpaste is not placed, or the toothpaste is squished from the center, or, you know, where I kept my soap, where I kept my body wash, it's not there, or, you know, toys are in the washroom area, or clothes are dumped in one place, or, you know, silly, stupid things. And those are the things that actually cause like a mad headache. So, these silly things is what irritates couples, at least me, and which is where I sometimes have to kind of tell my, what the hell are you doing? Like, you know, raise my voice a little bit. And obviously being a man, voice, and being a speaker, I've been a speaker so many years, so my voice gets really loud. Okay. So what happened was, my wife had to give food to the dogs. Okay. Now, because I've had dogs for many years, I'm very aware of the fact that you can give a dog food 24/7. They will keep eating non-stop, especially if they're bored. And the problem of constantly feeding an animal is they tend to put on massive amounts of weight. Now, you might think you actually love the animal, but what you're doing is getting the animal to become overweight. And then it causes a lot of problems in their heart, their organs, especially their joints. They can't lift their body weight. You can even check on YouTube. There are dogs which are like 20 kilos, 25 kilos, where they're supposed to be like maybe just 8, 9 kilos. So double, triple the weight. And these animals really struggle to stand, struggle to move, and they eventually die. Okay. So I make sure I give my dogs small amounts of food. But lately I had been noticing that my dogs, when they poop, the poop is like really big and quite a number of times. So I was like, is my wife overfeeding them? Okay. The thought was there, but I never actually, you know, acted on it. So as I was going into the kitchen, my wife had put the food for the dogs. She was taking it in a big bowl, you know, the dry dog food. To my surprise, my wife had taken what was supposed to be like for 2 dogs. It looked like she was taking for like 4 dogs or 5 dogs or even 6 dogs. That much food she was taking. It was like a massive bowl. I was like, immediately, you know, I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, you know, how much are you giving? Like, what you're doing? Like, you know, and it was evening, so obviously I tend to get more irritated. So I was like, what the hell is this? Like, you know, how much food are you giving? So you're supposed to give little. Who is it? My dog or someone else's dog? So, you know, it was like food for like 3 or 6 animals. I was like, this is crazy. And, you know, I kind of gave out to my wife. I said, you know, we buy expensive food for all the pets. You start dumping like, you know, truckloads of food. I said, as it is, the food bill will go up, and then we'll have to keep buying. And then if they get sick, I have to spend the money. So, you know, the typical rant of an old man. Hey doggy, finish playing with all the dogs. Okay, so I was giving her a piece of my mind. And then what happened was, now this is where it got surprising. I finished, hey, don't come in my way. So, see, my dog keeps coming in between my legs. I don't know why. So, I was giving out to my wife, and lo and behold, back of my eye, I saw my daughter. My daughter standing there looking. So, when I saw, I was like, okay, whatever. Finished telling my wife. So, I told my wife, see, listen, this is how much you give the dog number 1. This is how much you give dog number 2, which was actually half. She had given nearly double. Okay, and I told her, mix with other food and, you know, don't give everything expensive because they were very expensive dry foods and all that. Okay, finished telling all this. And as I was headed back to my working area, you know, my room, my studio, this is the part where it got really like, wow. My daughter, actually heard my daughter say, Mummy, Papa is shouting at you. Okay. So I heard that and she said, no, Papa only talking loudly, but he's okay. So my daughter said, and I heard this as I'm going to the room, Mummy, don't be sad. Mummy, don't be sad. Okay. I something like, I will talk to Papa. I will hug Papa. Like she will hug me so that I cool off. She said, don't be sad. And then, out of curiosity, I just peeked and wanted to see. She was going and hugging my wife, saying, Mummy, don't be sad. Mummy, don't be sad. Okay. Like, I love you, Mummy. I was like, you tend to feel like shit, no? So I was like, okay, so I'm the bad guy now. So I was wondering, like, how do I deal with this? So immediately I went to her. I saw her hugging my wifey, and my daughter, when she saw me, she kind of got afraid, thinking that maybe I was going to shout at her or something. So she was like, kind of scared and tense. So I told her very nicely, see, baby, Papa loves Mama, Papa loves Mommy, and Mommy loves Papa. Sometimes Papa will talk a little loudly. And then I explained to her about the dog food. I don't know how much she understood. But I told her, we are family, because my daughter always says we are family. So as she was hugging my wife's leg, like waist, I hugged both of them. I said, see, Papa loves both of you. And then my daughter was happy, yay, and she was hugging both of us. And so I kissed my wife and I kissed the baby. And so I just, looked at my wife, we smiled, because, we would talk about it later. So then when I went, as I was walking towards my room, my daughter once again, see, Mummy, Papa is not angry, okay? I will talk to Papa. So I will hug Papa. And she was hugging my wife. For me, I was like, what all you have to think about. It's kind of fortunate that now I'm no longer the fast, lightning tempered guy like before. I don't lose my cool as badly as before. So I was a little chill pill. And, I managed to bring down my moodiness or my temper many notches lower. So after my daughter went to sleep, I went to, my wife was in the kitchen, and I was like, I just told my wife, I was like, baby, she picks up everything. And then my wife was telling, whenever you are angry, she tells me, oh, Papa, angry. And whenever you sometimes shout, saying, Mummy, don't be sad, Mummy, don't be sad. So I asked her, like, she used to tell you this from before? She said, yeah, she used to tell from before. So I was like, I told her, you and me, we might shout and, we'll be okay. But we both, like I told her, we have to be a little careful, or this baby will get the wrong idea. I don't want baby to feel that it is normal for the head of the family to shout at the wife. Because tomorrow when she becomes a young woman, I don't want her thinking if a man shouts or abuses her, it is normal. So I need to lead with the example, So it's crazy what all you have to learn and what all you have to adopt and adapt to. And especially when you have a child, and especially a daughter who looks up to her father, I think you have to be a good role model. If not for I'm not bothered about the world, to be a good role model for the world, but at least decent enough for my daughter, no? So anyway, so my daughter was fine. She was okay. Next day, once again, I checked up on her. Papa angry? No, Papa very nice. Papa very nice. Papa not angry. Only sometime. So that was it. Anyway, I thought I'd share this with you. And I just want to be sure that my daughter doesn't get too scared or afraid, because I know she's more afraid of me as, as a man, she being a girl. So, yeah, I just want to not scare her, but just, enough where she knows, okay, discipline is required. So, anyway, this is what I wanted to share with you guys. So, let me know. I know for some of you, it will not be surprising who are parents, but for me as a first-time father, it's always a learning experience, man. All right, you guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Good, bad, ugly. Love to hear from you. Take care. Ciao.